Welcome to Shep Rambles, where I am Shep and I tend to ramble about what? Anything and everything. We're going to ramble and talk about 17 side effects of eating fast food. Some of these may be pretty obvious, but we'll go over them anyway. This is from the website eatthis.com. Eat this, not that. Okay, so as we know, fast food, it's cheap, it's convenient. They market it to us when we're young, you know, like the Happy Meals and stuff like that. And it's in hope that we'll be consumers for life, or, you know, slaves to fast food. For many companies, that strategy has paid off. But there is a wrinkle in that math. If we eat too much of this stuff, that frequent consumer's lifespan could be a lot shorter than if he'd eaten more food unassociated with clowns, colonels, kings, and freckle-faced girls with red pigtails. So in many cases, fat food is highly processed. It contains large amounts of carbs, added sugar, unhealthy fats, and sodium. These foods are almost always high in calories while offering little in the way of nutrition. And when fast food frequently replaces nutritious whole foods in your diet, it can all lead to all kinds of bad health problems, which winds up costing you more money because of health care and doctor's visits and medication and whatnot, which has got to make you think, you know. I mean, one is affecting the other, so I don't know, maybe there should be some type of regulation on how fast food is done. I don't know. But, you know, obviously weight gain is a problem, trying to lose weight, which is something that I'm trying to do. But here is 17 things that can happen by eating fast food. Number 17, your bones could weaken. Fast food, as mentioned, is typically loaded with sodium. Now, one Big Mac has 970 milligrams of sodium, which is over 1/3 of the daily recommended allowance. So a high sodium intake can cause your bones to weaken, leading to possible osteoporosis. Number 16, you'll heighten your risk of heart disease. That guy doesn't look too good. Fats are commonly found in fast food, and they're made of saturated fatty acids. Those are fats that are solid at room temperature. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? They're often derived from animals and some plant oils. You'll find it in abundance in like a cheeseburger. So these fats can raise your blood cholesterol levels, and it leads to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Number 15, you may increase your risk of cancer. So PHIP is short for 2-amino-1-methyl-6-phenylbutyrene. According to the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, this catchy sounding chemical appeared in over 100 samples of fast food grilled chicken that were tested in 2008. The organization says that this substance, which forms when meat is heated to a certain temperature, is associated with human breast, prostate, and colon cancers. After a class action lawsuit was filed in 2009, it was reported that Burger King settled the suit and agreed to post warnings in its California restaurants. Plus, you'll also find sodium nitrate and sodium nitrate. Okay, well, you'll find sodium nitrate. Oh, nitrite. Okay, so sodium nitrate and sodium nitrite in fast food meats. These additives are used to maintain meat color and inhibit bacterial growth. Ooh, the meat color, yum. Both chemicals can break down into nitrosamines, substances with potential to cause cancer. Basically, if it's a word that's hard to pronounce, it's probably bad. Number 14, your cholesterol levels could skyrocket. Many fast foods served are derived from animal products, deep fried and served with cheese and high-fat dripping sauces. The high-fat content in fast food can contribute to high cholesterol, which can also lead to atherosclerosis. That occurs when plaque builds up in the arteries and prevents the flow of blood to the heart and organs. So, fast food can lower your good cholesterol, further putting your heart and your health on the line. Number 13, you'll worry more. Maybe worry about the money that you're spending. There's a lack of omega-3 fatty acids in fast foods. Shocker! A dearth, almost sounds like derp, of those good fats can create a more anxious mental state, but it's not just what fast food lacks that can cause anxiety. This stuff is also high in refined carbohydrates, which can lead to fluctuations in blood sugar. If your blood sugar dips into hypoglycemic levels, you can experience anxiety, trembling, confusion, I'm confused, and fatigue. Number 12, your blood sugar will spike. Eating high-carb fast food increases your blood sugar as you consume white flour-based foods such as the bun from a burger or French fries with your sandwich. Your body takes in large amounts of white sugar. Frequent consumption of these foods may lead to diseases such as obesity, which the American Medical Association has indicated is a clinical diagnosis, and diabetes. Number 11, your kidneys and stomach will suffer. Sodium also can contribute to existing high blood pressure or an enlarged heart muscle. If you have congestive heart failure, if you fail to speak, if you have congestive heart failure, cirrhosis, or kidney disease, too much salt can contribute to a dangerous buildup of fluid. Excess sodium may also increase your risk of kidney stones and kidney disease. Number 10, your mental health could decline. That guy doesn't look like he's having a good day. Recent research shows that eating fast food may cause a higher rate of depression. There's one study that was done that indicated that people who ate fast food were 51% more likely to develop depression than those who didn't. I'm curious how they figured that one out. But we move on. Number 9, your teeth will decay. Frequent soda intake can lead to poor oral health. Drinking large amounts of soda increases the amount of acid in your mouth, which eventually causes tooth decay and cavities. Some of your fast food desserts, such as McFlurries or Frosty, may also add to this. Number 8, you'll increase inflammation. Fatalities. Remember I told you if you can't pronounce it, it's probably bad. It's also blad as well. A class of endocrine disrupting chemical toxins are used to line plastic food and beverage packaging. Unfortunately, they're not good for your health. Really? I wouldn't have guessed that. Anyways, a study found that people who often ate fast food had 35% higher levels of this phthalate metabolites than people who mostly eat food bought at a grocery store and prepared it at home. Bad news for all-day breakfast lovers, since a study found that phthalates to be associated with inflammation, and another study connected higher exposure to phthalates with metabolic syndrome, a disease also commonly associated with increased levels of inflammation. Inflammation can cause a myriad of health problems, from obesity to nutrient deficiencies. Again, if you can't pronounce it, it's bad. Number 7, you'll starve, nutritionally speaking. The high calories in fast food are accompanied by low nutritional content. Too much of that and your body will begin to lack the necessary nutrients it needs to function properly. Your body is temporarily full with empty foods that don't provide nourishment. So even though you may have eaten a lot of calories, you won't be satisfied for long. Number 6, you'll increase your risk of obesity. If you switch from a balanced diet of whole foods to one of fast food, the most obvious difference you'd register would be an enormous uptick in largely empty calories you'd consume per meal. Hello, belly fat. And what's worse, the high calorie intake can lead to obesity, which puts you at risk for developing chronic diseases. Number 5, you'll be constipated. And hopefully the stores will have toilet paper, otherwise it might be pretty bad. Dietary fiber, commonly found in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, and seeds, plays a dominant role in the digestive system. Fiber helps keep your digestive tract working properly as it ushers waste out of the body. It can help lower cholesterol and keep blood sugar levels normal. Unfortunately, most fast foods don't contain high dietary fiber contents. What does? Well, there's a whole nother article for that called the 43 Best Foods for Fiber. So, link to this article, not that article, but the article that we're using here, will be in the description, and you just go in there and check it all out for yourself. Number 4, your memory and cognitive function will decline. That's me in the morning. Fast foods like bacon burgers, some fried foods, and milkshakes are often high in saturated fats. It's been long established that saturated fats can negatively impact the heart, but there's also research that suggests high saturated fat intake may negatively impact brain functions and memory. What were you talking about? Anyway, higher intakes of saturated fatty acids may impair memory speed and flexibility and prospective memory, which is your ability to remember to do what you intended. You intended not to pull into the drive-thru, remember? No? Number 3, you'll bloat. Some foods naturally contain higher amounts of sodium, but sodium is also added to many products. Some of these additives are monosodium glutamate, or MSG, sodium nitrate, sodium saccharin, baking soda, and sodium benzoate, which are used as flavoring or preservatives. Regarding dietary sodium limits, it's suggested that adults stay under 1,500 milligrams per day and should never consume more than 2,300 milligrams a day. A single fast food meal can actually exceed 2,300 milligrams. Too much sodium causes your body to retain water, making you feel bloated and puffy. Number 2, your skin will deteriorate. Eating fast food may cause skin issues such as acne. No, it isn't the chocolate or fried components. It's the simple sugars, white flour, and empty carbs like French fries that can be blamed. And finally, number 1. You'll be lethargic. With large portions that are often high in fat, fast foods like burgers, fries, and milkshakes, fast food often delivers a hefty dose of calories. Those large portions often leave you feeling full and lethargic. Anyhow, those are the 17 side effects of eating fast food. What do you think about all this stuff? Do you have a lot of fast food? Do you say, no way, Jose? Do you do a lot of home cooking instead? Maybe a little bit of both? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, useful, perhaps entertaining, go ahead and leave a like. And be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell because it helps me out and helps the channel. And, you know, it affects that whole algorithm thing that YouTube has. So that way other people might get this in their recommended feeds. And hey, you know, this is the killer community that we have here, you know, so subscribe and you become part of the killer community, and we like to make that community grow. So help each other out. Be sure to like and comment, subscribe, and share the video and all that good stuff, so that way we can bring many people here. And then I'm on social media. All that information is right below me. I do streaming on Twitch throughout the week. I got Instagram for photos and pictures of stuff that I do behind the scenes. Twitter I use for official news and announcements. Snapchat is, well, whatever. And and Patreon is for those of you who would like to donate to the killer cause. What is the killer cause? The killer cause is the channel. It helps make it grow. So anything that you are willing to donate really helps. and you get something in return as well. So go check that out, please. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Eat healthy. I'll see you on another rambling video real soon. Have a killer awesome day.